What do you need?
Fresh baked loaves. Still. Warm from the oven.
Chops and steaks fit for a jarl. Haven't seen my selection of the finest quality meats.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, no. Even if you are my enemy.
Got a pretty big stock of potions and alchemy reagents. What do you need, my friend? Ah, so you're an alchemist then. Be careful out there. You'll find tonics, sap, poultices, and potions on my shelves. As to your heart's content. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. Good to see you. Take a look. Take care of yourself. Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Tired of bread and stew?
Hello,
Had enough of
friend.
fish and fowl?
Trinkets,
Treat yourself
odds and
to a
ends,
kin to a
that
choice
sort of
cut of
thing.
steak or a tender wrap of ribs.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
I love! Even as man, great man. So in each of us, the future has lies. The future of Gabrielle. And there it is. My poor Fralia thinks Thorod's still alive, but I know better. Yes, lad. You've been raised into the companions, I hear. I can fashion whatever kind of weapon you want. Finest forge in Skyrim, right here before you. Sure you can handle that? Of course you can. We Greymanes got just as much to be proud of as them Battleborns, but you won't see us with our noses in the air. The Skyforge? Aye, my clan fathers have worked it since the first Greymanes came to Whiterun. Skyforge steel is all the companions will use, for good reason. It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can. Gods be praised.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. I'll show you what I know. Farewell.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you. Hey, good to see you again. Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. Good talking to you. It's a fine day with you around.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood trader is back to the way it used to be. Ah, good to see you. Take a look. It was a pleasure. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side. Get me mad, and I'll prank you. And not a little, a lot.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Until next time.
You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Close the door. Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. Good. The whole point of being in hiding is to appear to be someone you're not. It was the only way I could make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove. Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose. For a Nord village. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Farewell.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals. My carriage is the safest way to travel. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'd best hurry it up.
Not too much farther now. Kynes Grove is just down the road to the southeast of here.
You don't want to go up there! A dragon! It's attacking!
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Such arrogance to dare take for herself the name of Nova. Salukani, Kleda,
Let's go!
I am Saluknir. Hear my voice and despair.
Let's go!
Your voice is strong for a dwarf.
Attack while it's landed.
It's to be a real fight then. Good.
Let's go!
It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Welcome to Kynes Grove. If you want to do business here, you'll have to deal with me. So it seems the milk drinkers were right. That dragon was nearly the death of us. All we can do now is rebuild. Aye. Kjeld speaks for Kynesgrove. Anyone who says otherwise is aching for a fight.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone. My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me. Why are you still here?
Need a ride? It's an old city, I can tell you that. The Palace of the Kings is ancient. It's not the friendliest place for outsiders. The Dark Elves were all forced to live in a slum called the Grey Quarter. The Argonians can't even live inside the walls. They're all stuck out on the docks. Still, Candlehearth Hall's got decent food and cheap bunks. You could do worse. Until next time.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, the fellow who wrote that cookbook.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war
much.
is because they're
Just
Imperial
a few
spies.
symptoms.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Be careful. These are dangerous times.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord. Spare a coin. Talos rewards the generous. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Always a pleasure.
Come on, just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. This here's Candle Hearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durot lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Take a look.
All hail to Ulfric. You are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
This land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass. I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt? No good can come of that. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
Has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.